Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to take a look at Uridium, I hope I pronounced that right, on the Commodore 64. If you've never played the game before, it's basically a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. It's nothing at all though, like obviously Lords of Thunder. It's a very basic game that's very reminiscent to Defender actually. Being a Commodore game, the most important thing, the thing that everyone wants to know, the keyboard. It's on this one, it's on IK Plus, and as on both of them, it pretty much doesn't do anything other than slightly, well, minor stuff. So that one is again one player, that one is again two player, that one is again the likes of volume of things, which now I've actually turned that up so loud that I'm going to have to turn the TV down, because I can't actually find a way to turn it down with this keyboard. I've tried pushing a hell of a lot of the buttons and it doesn't turn down, so be wary of that. And then F7 is actually the colour, but as you can see on the background there, nothing's actually changing when I'm hitting the colour button here, so what the hell that's supposed to do, I don't know. But anyway, start the game off there, just get rid of the keyboard, and then basically you just push one of the buttons and you start. We've got 3 lives left as it says there. You may be thinking right now that the screen is actually a full screen, but it's not. While it's full top to bottom, it's not full left to right, which is a bit of a shame, because when I first saw it I was jumping for joy thinking we had a full screen game, but we don't. So that's a bit of a shame. Being a C64 game, graphics aren't perfect, and unfortunately on this game it makes it a little harder to actually describe what's going on, well, not describe, to know what's going on, because there's sections where you'll see things with shadows like that, and they pretty much blend into everything else, but you can crash into them. So it's one of those things where you really have to just take the game slow as hell, just constantly turning around and hitting the back button to slow down. But if you do get good enough at the game, then you can do things like this, speed it right the hell up. There's no hold button down to fire, unfortunately. You have to keep pushing it, which can be a bit of a pain. There's as you can see, you can actually turn on your side and the likes, which basically you hold the shoot button down and then just push up and stuff like that. And you can actually land on the game, which it'll tell you when you can land. You can't land immediately until you land to basically end the round, to end the stage that you're on. As you saw from the start, it actually shown a different coloured stage and the likes. Being an arcade game though, it's pretty much an endless game, so the whole point is you go for a high score, which my high score I think is about 3,000, because that's as much as I can get before I die. Unfortunately the game is very hard, and it's even harder when you're trying to review because you can't tell what the hell's going on. So I'm going to shut up for a few seconds to attempt to prove that I'm not absolutely useless at this game while you listen to what basic music and sound effects the game has. So much for that, but to be fair, the music's on the starting screen, so here we go, here's some of the music. So there we go then, that was a bit of the music. Don't really know what else there's left to say. Graphically the game's pretty poor, but it gets the job done. It's one of them things where it's a C64, and for the C64 to be fair, it looks pretty good, at least I think so anyway. Sound wise, it's a shame that that music isn't on all the time, because I personally think the sound is amazing. I love the music to it. Just to basically show you though, 'cause while I mentioned it I haven't actually said anything about it, the 2-player on the game is just a take turns thing. It's not, you're not on at the same time, so it's not a co-op game unfortunately, and both players die just as easily as the others. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid, or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.